Naegele, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning.
So you are talk about the brewery that you're working for right now.
I'm working with Buried Acorn Brewing Company out of Syracuse down on Van Rensselaer Ave and Hiawatha Boulevard, right near Destiny, USA. They've been open since around July, and basically our concept is to make a lot of experimental beers and age them in oak. So hence the Buried Acorn. You bury an acorn, you get an oak tree, you make a barrel out of oak. No.
There you go.
Yeah, no, there you go. No,
okay.
That's cool.
Manasky's looking at me a little confused. Or are you just looking at my Eagles hat? Okay.
Yeah.
He's seething right now.
Eagles and Giants tonight.
I know. Manasky, you want to put a bet down? A couple beers at 72?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Okay, you heard it here first.
All
right.
You are saying the Eagles will win. Yeah. Okay.
And just for the record, I am saying.
Is this with points? Is this with points, or is this straight up?
No,
You're not
no,
doing
I'll
with
give them the
points.
points.
No. We go straight up.
Win.
We go straight up,
Wow.
and let's.
Okay.
Okay, we'll do the beers. I'm trying to lay off the beers a little bit, but my intake on the food is a little high, so maybe the beer's good for me.
Yeah.
Talk about this. This is hoppy, and this is
but this is a really nice, easy drinking pale ale. Uses all New York State ingredients, so all the malt, all the hops, all grown in New York State, and uses some older hop varieties like Chinook, Cascade, Centennial. So it has more of a classic pale ale flavor.
Yeah,
it's nice. It's not, so the beer that I brought in last week, that Hot Whip, had that tropical fruit aroma to it and stuff like that.
Doesn't have that.
This is more of a classic pale ale. So you're going to get a little bit of like resinous pine trees, a little bit of perfumey like herbal smells and tastes, and it goes down really smooth. Has nice mouthfeel and body. It's not overly carbonated.
Yeah.
It's a really neat beer.
Perfect bitterness at the end too.
It is. It does have that.
A little bit drying.
That
It
finish.
leaves you wanting another sip.
Yeah. And that's always good for us, right?
Yes.
Well, beer always does make me want another sip.
So, how many beers do they have? What do they put out?
So it's funny. They have 50 oak casks out in the back room, and it's like a mad science experiment back there.
Okay.
So there is no end to the amount of beers that we're going to be putting out, but in cans right now available in the Utica market, we have 4. So you can keep an eye out for those. They all have Syracuse artist depictions on the labels. Pretty cool art. So if you go to your better beer stores, you're not going to find this stuff in grocery stores quite yet.
Okay.
I'm working on that now, but
that's your job.
and all the labels are the cool,
I'd love
personal
sometime for you to come in and bring us a few of the experimentals.
Oh, certainly, I'll do
that. Where it's like we're not sure what we're going to do here.
Right.
What do you guys think?
Well, it's neat. I mean, they use different yeasts and they use different fermentation techniques, and then they age it in oak. And as the beer, kind of ages in there, obviously there's a lot of complex processes. They try it over time, and then they'll blend it together to come up with the most palatable version of said beer. So, as those like he just made a wit that will be available this Saturday up at Woodland is a cask beer festival. So we're bringing a wit up there that he made with goldenrod and tarragon. And it's pretty
interesting.
100% Syracuse goldenrod too. We got it from the field across the street.
That's really funny. Wow,
nice.
So when you say this has got to be fun, this job's got to be pretty fun.
Every time I try a new beer there, I'm waiting to have one that I don't enjoy because not everybody's going to enjoy everything. But so far, I've liked every single one.
So I gotta hate that. Like Naegele, give us some feedback, man. Give us some criticism here.
Make it faster.
Yeah. Here, I have to ask you. Like my wife always complains when I make dinner. Sometimes, and I'm a little better at it now than I used to be, but I would just make something without following a recipe.
Right.
And she'd be like, it was awesome. Normally I get things like, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. We have a little running thing on that. When she says interesting, it means I don't like it.
This.
Yeah. But sometimes she'll be like, oh, my God, that was awesome. And my answer is always, well, I hope you enjoyed it because you'll never get there again. I have no idea how I made it.
You have to film yourself.
I have no clue how I got here.
My wife calls that cooking from the heart.
It's cooking from the heart. Now, are they brewing from the heart?
No.
Okay. Because it'd be awful. This is awesome, and I don't know how we made it, but it's
no. Brewing is a really complex, biochemistry. So unless you follow recipes and regimens, you're not going to have a predictable outcome to your fermentation and aging. And there's a lot of money tied up in it in ingredients. So it's more. So I would say that you're a cook, but you're not a baker. If you don't follow a recipe to bake, you wind up with something. Brewers are more bakers than they are.
That
chefs.
That's an interesting comparison because that is absolutely true. In baking, you don't follow which wouldn't it be? I mean, you guys know me. Any surprise that I'm not a baker?
No.
That I right? No
Oh my
surprise
God!
there.
There's a cake in the oven for 3 hours.
Yeah, that'd be me. Baking soda? I don't think we need it. Let's try it without.